What if civilization start for episode 42? So let's get straight into it. If you end up liking this video, please like and subscribe. We're on the way to 30 subscribers. Right now we're on 24. By the end of next year, I think we can do it. So let's get straight into it. So as you can see, the Polish Empire right here is a little bit going through instability, as their stability would drop down from a orange, which is to all the way to a red. So the expansion they have done over the years is now catching up to them. So yeah, we might see the Polish explode very soon, as they're the only remaining empire in Europe. Russia doesn't even call themselves an empire. So yeah, as we're going to look at this light nation, as this nation will, as this nation is a yellow stability, but this nation will be joining the Indian Union, as this nation, for some reason, this happens a lot. So I'm gonna fix this and be right back. As this is big, as Caspia didn't expect to join, as Caspia didn't expect that this nation would join the Indian Union, as them and the Indian Union are as Caspia and the Indian Union are kind of not on good terms with each other. So, and by the way, I added a naval layer, or an ocean, a sea claims layer, so yeah, this is the full layer. So yeah, I added that on my free time. But we're going to see this Western Union do something, as this country right here is a democracy, as they remember their old dictator, and they will be switching back to dictatorship, as they're no longer forced to stay a democracy, as after China changed, they also were forced to change it to a democracy, but after China changed, they wasn't forced, as they are going to declare war on this Kuwait country right here, as I'm going to also use this layer. This Kuwait is kind of strong, but they know if they do this normally, as their troops will start moving through Kuwait, as they know their capital is very far, so they'll move from this area, which I don't know why they hit this area. This is the first amount of war they have done in a very long time, as they're kind of rusty, as they use their superior navy to start moving through the Kuwait coastline and fully capture the Kuwait coast, which is horrible for Kuwait, as this will lead to the capital being captured and the only remaining major city collapsing, as Kuwait would decide, the remainder area would decide to join up with Persia for some reason, but Persia didn't even declare war. And so let's look at this peace treaty. As this is the peace treaty, as for this I went by the provinces, as this nation takes these 3 southern provinces, and Persia ends up getting these 3 provinces without even declaring war on them. So that'll be great for Persia. As we're going to look at Egypt, as Egypt will be going on an expansionist quest, as Egypt is kind of stronger than the country of Libya. And the country of Libya, as you can see here, is a dictatorship. That means they're part of the African Authoritarian Alliance, which is a very big alliance in Africa. But the Egyptians are going to be smart about this and tell the African Authoritarian Alliance about their plan to invade Libya. And the African Authoritarian Alliance is smart about this, so they will decide to sacrifice Libya, as Libya, after the declaration of war, thinks that the African Authoritarian Alliance will come to their aid. But after the invasion troops start moving through Libya, and the African Authoritarian Alliance, I'm tired of saying the African Authoritarian Alliance, the ATA, doesn't come in to help, Libya will call that betrayal, as even naval battle will grow here, as Egypt will use its superior navy to get closer to the capital of Libya, as they're moving very well, as this is also, as Libya's dictator will be captured, as even a country, a part of the African Authoritarian Alliance, will even join this war, which is this country, which will surprise Libya greatly, as their own alliance is backstabbing them, as this country will manage to win, as after that we're going to see Libya lose, as we're going to see Libya surrender. So let's look at this peace treaty.
Okay.
As this is the peace treaty, as this nation finally gains coastline, as it grows much longer, and it's starting to create a navy. As for land changes, Egypt takes these 3 provinces and this nation takes these 3 provinces, which they end up changing to their capital, which is a bold move, because they are trying to assimilate these areas into their country. As the reason why this nation went to war with Libya is because the ATA said to them they must go and invade Libya, as Libya was taking a lot of their wealth and a lot of their money. So that's big. As Egypt grew very much, as Egypt is now called the Great Egyptian Alliance. Now let's look to another area. As here we're going to look to South America. As you know, South America is going against each other. As that's pretty big, because South America, as now we're going to see the war, the Great South American War, be fully declared. As I'm gonna draw the factions and be right back. As I colored the circles to make the factions easier to see, but we're going to see the front lines be created as this dark blue nation, as southern Argentina will stay neutral, as we're going to see troops start moving into this nation right here. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows for this country. As Brazil is unfortunate because they have weak nations a part of the alliance, but this nation is pretty weak as they use technology from the colonial age for their military, unlike the other countries, which this nation will start an invasion of Peru, but we're not gonna see winning on both ends, as we're going to see Brazil even start an invasion of Guyana, which history Brazil and Guyana used to be great allies, but now they're the number one enemies. So we're going to look at this war in the next episode. So we're going to go to North America, as in North America we're gonna see another country join the American Union, as Florida will join the American Union, as Florida saw that they were not doing that well in the world stage. I think I made Florida's capital, yeah, on the major city there. But yes, Florida saw that they were not doing well on the world stage, so they would decide to join the American Union. And by the way, this is not like the USA, this is completely different. So that'll be the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Sergeant, what is that? I can't see it clearly. Turn on the light, General. It seems to be a type of technology of some. Sergeant, it doesn't look man-made. It seems to be broken down. Let's take it back to shore. Okay, Sergeant.